What it sound like podcast in the building. What track is this, Chris?
It's track 27, baby. I mean, what it sound like? Hollywood Sensei in the building. What it sound like? Podcast track 27, the Blurred Cartel. We are here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. We are everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Reddit. You know what I mean? Instagram. Wherever you could, whatever social media site you on, the Blurred Cartel is there. And we are here. What it sound like? We are also on every social media platform you could think of. So yeah, we here, man. Track 27. We about to get into some album reviews and some current events, but you know, we're gonna let the bros introduce themselves, man. That's when y'all introduce yourself.
What's up? It's Zell Nobel. Shout out to the Blurred Cartel. Shout out to all the nerds in the land doing the big thing. We out here. We about to be at Blurred Con this weekend, so y'all come holler at us.
Yes, sir.
What's up with it, man? It's your boy, the Common, KHAN_man.510. That's the Bay. Catch me on Universal Debates. Catch me on the Round Table. Catch me on What It Sound Like podcast. Catch me on Virtual Slapboxing. Let's get it.
That virtual slapboxing will be coming to you soon. And yes, like Zell said, if you watching or if you listening, we gonna be at Blurred Con. You know what I mean? So if you see us with them What It Sound Like shirts on, with them Blurred Cartel shirts, I mean, come up to your boy, say hi. 6 feet. Because I don't know if you vaccinated or not, but you know what I mean, you could give me the head nod. You know what I mean? I might take a picture with you. Yeah. Let's get into it though, man. We here.
Hey, we in the building. You already know what it sound like. All right.
Well, man, current events, man. You already know what it is. So we got some good news coming out. You know what I mean? We got Glorilla just signed with CMG. You know what I mean? She going up right now with the FNF. You know what I mean? And Yo Gotti seen it, and he said, "Yo, let's get her on the team." You know what I mean? So, congratulations to her. I mean, but how y'all feeling about this move?
It's good for her. I haven't seen much from her, but you know what I mean. It's always a good thing when you see somebody coming up. So shout out to her.
I mean, it just depends on if you feel like that's a good match.
I mean, I feel like it is. I mean, she'll fit right in with them. I mean, I could see her on some money bag Jones, some ESTG Jones, 42 Doug Jones and all that. You know what I mean? So I like her. She got some good music. I mean, I know a lot of people, men, was a little turned off by the FNF Jones, but just let her have it. You know what I mean? Just let her have it. It's not that deep. You know what I mean? But speaking of more current events, we got, RIP to the great Nipsey Hussle. But, Eric Holder has been convicted of first-degree murder for the murder of Nipsey Hussle. I mean, we got some justice there. I mean, how y'all feeling about that?
I don't know, bro. For me, it's never going to be a celebratory moment where, what I'm saying, like a tragedy like this is like, hey, I'm happy. You feel me? Because regardless if he's convicted or not, it don't take away from the loss. It's not going to, it don't fulfill nothing. Like, yeah, am I happy for the family to get justice? A little bit. Only reason why I say a little bit, I know that sounds off-putting, but it's like, y'all know where I come from. You feel me? So it's like the justice that I would think that he deserves is not what he gonna get. So I mean, it just depends on what you feel like is justified. Me personally, I'd rather see somebody get their rightful justice than to, somebody to still get 3 meals a day. You feel me? Me personally.
I feel you, definitely. I mean, I can definitely agree with that. Like, you feel happy for the family. I mean, because the justice was served, but still, we still missing a great individual in Nipsey Hussle. So, I mean, but he was a great man. He did great things. I mean, just celebrate his life. I mean, and just celebrate this as another victory for him. I mean, even though he's not here. I mean, no thoughts from the.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
I was on mute. My bad. Yeah, bro. It doesn't feel like enough. It doesn't. It doesn't feel. I don't feel satisfied. That's. I mean, I guess this was supposed to happen. He's supposed to get locked up, whatever. But I don't know. Or you could just hope that just look at the bigger picture, which is Nip, and let him fade into history. Let him fade into nothingness, and I mean, don't even talk about him. I'm not going to even speak his name. I'm not going to remember his name, like you know what I mean, because yeah, that hurt. That hurt the game. So.
All right. Well, and more uplift. Well, matter of fact, speaking of, I mean, shout out to the dog. Yeah, I mean, but we talking about more trials in the news. YMW Melly. You know what I mean? The death penalty in his double murder trial has been dropped. So he won't, if convicted, he won't be receiving a death penalty. But I mean, that's just some news for you. I mean, and then also we had Cardi B this week. She dropped the song "Hot Shit" featuring Kanye West and Lil Durk. I mean, what was y'all thoughts on that? I mean, how y'all like it? Or if it did you like it?
I don't think you want me to start first, so I'm gonna let Zell go.
I mean, go ahead. I mean,
that shit was garbage. That shit was terrible. That shit was so ass. Like, and the fact that Kanye was on there and it still didn't hit like that. That shit was just, man. I can't believe that was the collaboration was for it to fall flat like that.
Asia, how you doing?
So for me, it gets a, if we doing stars, it get a 1.5.
That's crazy. I mean, I like the song. I mean, I liked it a lot. I mean, Cardi, she ran that joint. Lil Durk and Kanye had good verses, but Cardi ran both of them on that joint. I ain't gonna hold you. The beat was fire. I
heard so much better verses from Cardi. I felt like that wasn't even really her.
That wasn't a bad Cardi verse. I mean, she ran that joint. Like, I like it. The song pop, beat is hot. Ye and Durk did their thing with their features. I mean, that joint gonna be a hit. I mean, Cardi got another one.
What's your stars?
I mean, I give it a 3.5.
Is this out of 5 or 10?
Out of 5. Right? Out of 5.
Yeah.
I'll give it 2.
Okay. Oh, okay. We here with it. All right.
So, what's not to like about the song?
I guess it just got to grow on me. I mean,
I feel like it's funny how every time me and Zell in agreements, Chris be like, well, hold on. Well, explain to me, because I don't get it.
I mean, we talking about it. I just want the fans to see,
I mean,
maybe they want an explanation.
Me personally, the bars for Cardi wasn't there. I felt like it was the bounce for the song, like if it's supposed to be just for like a party song, then cool. But as far as like it's hard for me to be a person who's studying the lyrical tournament and listen to all the songs that I'm listening to and then hear that shit and then get excited, because I feel like the substance and the bars was not there. Maybe for the delivery, for the sound that it was, okay, that was cool, because as far as Kanye matching the beat and all that stuff, he did a good job. Flow was there. You feel me? But when we talking about pretty much anything else, like I wasn't excited. Like it wasn't nothing for me to be like, yo, that shit was crazy. Did you hear when she said, or Kanye when he I didn't get none of that. I just feel like it was really bland. Like I don't know. That's how I felt personally.
Zell.
You
My
on
bad.
mute?
My bad.
Yeah.
What was the question again? It was like, why? What didn't I like about the song?
Yeah.
I, I guess the song just got grown on me. I only heard it once. It's just not really it's not really my lane. So you know what I mean. Maybe if I hear it in the club or something over and over again, I might, oh, that part's hot. But you know what I mean? Right now, no, it's not. I don't think this is gonna be one of the
You putting
songs.
too much on
I mean,
that
I
song.
I, I agree with Aisha on that. I mean,
Of course you do.
I agree with
Yeah,
her.
yeah. This not gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a Diamond Cardi B track again, but we might get another one. You know what I mean?
It's not
I mean, it's
to,
just a warm up. It's just a warm up. You know what
to
I
Oh,
mean?
really? Oh,
Aisha. To
okay.
Aisha's point, bro. It's not that I'm looking for a woke track. That's not what I'm saying when you say it's gonna change the world. I'm just saying for the bars. I didn't feel like the bars was there. Like I can listen to a fun song and be like, "Ooh, that nigga was spitting." Like, okay, you feel me? I didn't get none of that listening to this. Like, I didn't hear nothing that was like jaw dropping, hella exciting, something that I can repeat. Like as Cam would say if he was here, the replay value. Like, I just don't feel like none of that was there. Like for me, like you know what I mean. It don't gotta be something that is like, oh, this when she said this changed my heart or changed my perspective on life. It's not that. That's not the only lyrics I look for. I look for things that are fire. You know what I mean? Just because something's not woke music or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean it still can't be fire for whatever genre it is. You feel me? I just don't feel like this one was fire.
All right. You know what I mean? Can't be mad at that. You know what I
I
mean?
just gotta warm up to it, y'all. That's it. My bad about the
Can't
microwave.
can't be can't be mad at that at all. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, other news, before we get on to these reviews, you know what I mean, we had our favorite son from Philly in the news, Lil Uzi. You know what I mean? Threw a phone in the crowd, mid performance, hit a woman in the head. She left bleeding. You know what I mean? So is a lawsuit coming, or like what y'all think?
More than likely. I mean, it also takes money to do a lawsuit, so it depends.
Yeah, why did it happen? Like, why did he do it? Was it like a complete accident? Like,
Yeah, I don't think he did it purposely. You know
yeah,
what I
so
mean?
it wasn't.
Accidentally threw a phone?
Yeah,
All right, then.
How do you
but you know how people is. We live in a
How do
check
you?
chase
Yeah,
world.
how do you accidentally throw a phone?
I mean, I don't think it was he did it purposely. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like he don't threw it. I don't think he threw it at her purposely, but
He threw it in the crowd.
So he threw
he
it at
purposely threw it in the crowd.
Oh yeah, he's drawing. They can't do that.
Or
Stop.
maybe whoever phone it was, he was trying
He
to throw
said
it back to them.
he was returning it to the crowd.
Yeah, whoever phone it was, he was trying to give it back to him. So I mean, Shorty head was in the way, and I mean, so now she cracked open. I mean, but all right, man, that's current events. Ain't really nothing too crazy happened. I mean, this is a light current events. But all right, we're gonna get into these album reviews. You know what I mean? And I want to go with the longest album first,
Okay.
and that would be Chris
Chris.
Brown's Breezy album, which had 24 songs on it. So I'll put it up here on the screen. This is Chris Brown's, I want to say,
All right, so who's gonna go first?
so this is the tenth studio album released by Chris Brown. You know what I
I
mean?
should go second.
Nah,
I think I should go second. I said my position should be second.
this is his 10th album, his first album since Indigo in 2019, which is 3 years ago. So, all right, I mean, Breezy, man. Let's how y'all feeling, man? Let's get into it. Con,
Uh,
what was your thoughts on it?
all right. So for me, man, I actually think it was a decent album. Um, I'm not the biggest Chris Brown fan, but this was actually cool. The only thing for me is that the melody was very same, like very the same throughout the whole album, which made it a hard listen for me. Because me knowing Chris Brown as an artist, he can do anything. He can rap, he can do rock, he can do R&B, he can do what I mean. Whatever, shit, boy can do Jamaican music. You know what I mean? Like like. He can reggae. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes. Why he can't?
No, he can't. No, he
Why he
can't.
can't?
No, he can't. Just
Why
stop right
can't
there.
he?
He
Why
can't.
can't he?
Just
Why can't he? Why? Oh, so he's gonna say he can't, then go, okay, all right, no elaboration. All right. So, anyways, like I said, Chris can do anything he wants, and it would have been nice to see his diversity and talent in the album. And I just felt like,
all right. So, are you saying that this album wasn't obviously trying to show diversity?
yeah, I feel like it was it
So he
definitely
was trying to be
felt flat
diverse,
in
and you said
diversity.
that it fell flat. So how can he do everything he want if he can't even be diverse?
Wait, run that back. What?
You keep saying over and over again, Chris Brown can do whatever he wants. So
Yeah.
he tried to be diverse on this album. He tried and he fell
Shut
flat.
up. Shut the hell up.
He tried
Wait,
and
I'm
he
sorry,
fell
I can't hear
flat.
you because the dog was barking. All right,
Okay.
hold on 1 second.
All right. So he said Chris Brown could do everything that he wants, anything that he wants. He tried to be diverse. He tried to hit a whole bunch of different lanes and like 25 songs, and it still fell flat. Didn't do a good job at being versatile. So that shows you that Chris Brown cannot do anything that he wants, and he definitely can't do no reggae. Get out of here, bro. What y'all talking about?
We did a bad job.
Matter of fact, this is not even my damn. I was supposed to go second anyway.
Sorry.
No. Let Con finish.
No. Let's get into it. So, Chris? Can you went over what he said? Because I left for a second. What did he say?
No, go ahead, Zell.
I said you think that Chris Brown he can do whatever he wants, like whatever.
Correct.
He's so versatile that he can do whatever he wants. Yet he
Correct.
tried to be versatile. He tried to be diverse, and he fell flat. So that just shows you
In this,
he did not do a good job at being diverse and versatile. You said it yourself. You said it before I started.
I think you're missing my point because you're literally saying what I'm saying, but taking it from a different perspective.
You're saying
I'm saying
that
he is so diverse that he should have put his diversity in the album. I'm saying he didn't try to do diversity. It'd be a difference.
Try to do diversity in this album.
Where? Because all the songs was basically the same.
Chris, can you say what you thought about the album? Because I think that he tried to touch a lot of different lanes. I feel
What
like
was the different lane?
I feel like all the different like beats and all the lanes he tried to tap in, it all just sounded like the same Chris Brown on each one of these songs, on each one of these projects. It sounded like regular old. Yeah, it sounded like Chris Brown trying to do this. It sounded like Chris Brown trying to do that, but it just being Chris Brown.
Yeah, but I'm trying to understand, where did you feel like he tried to attempt at diversity? That's what I'm trying to
By
understand.
having all different types of songs on his album.
Like what do you mean?
Like he had slow jams, and then he had like the party shit. Then he had like the what I mean, like the new age rap shit. Then what I mean, he was touching
what new age rap shit. What song?
New rap lanes. Like I don't know the songs, bro. I don't know the songs by heart. I listened to the album. Like I ain't lying to maybe I'll pull up the album. My phone.
All right, so I mean, 1 out of 10, what you give it?
What do I give it?
No, I'm talking to Con. What you give?
Me personally, the Chris Brown's, like I said, like at least it was consistent. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the fact that it wasn't enough diversity because I know him to be multi-talented. So to just out of consistency,
all right, my bad. Just to answer your question, he had an ESTG John on here. That was a little bit before LMA and Bryson Tiller John that he had on there. He also had a Wiz Kid John and then a Young Blue John on there. Then how did he start off the album? With Lil Durk, like on some trap. Like, come on, bro. He tried to touch different lanes. So I'm not crazy.
So you're saying that a feature determines what kind of song it is?
No, I'm saying I remember actually. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you use features to enhance the sound that you want. So yeah, going by the features, like me remembering the songs by looking at the features and remember which songs had which features on there, because that's how I gotta do it. Like,
Okay, so for me, bro, like I feel like so songs like with Cardi B and Kehlani, right? I wouldn't consider that like a rap song. You feel me? I wouldn't consider that like, oh, that's one of Cardi B's,
it's a pop
her
song.
natural sounds. You feel me?
Pop
Like
song.
I feel like a feature doesn't matter if the same sound is what is was on that album. It was yeah, you can have multiple different features, but it still was a Chris Brown album. These are features that are on a Chris Brown sound. It wasn't like a LMA sound, a Lil Durk sound, or just because it was multiple features doesn't mean it was multiple different sounds.
It was multiple different sounds though.
Okay, well, I
It
mean, we
was.
heard two different things. I mean, what it sound like to you wasn't
All
what it
right,
sounded like.
Chris, can you tell me
1 out of 10 though. What you give it?
what I give
Like,
it?
No, I'm
Okay.
kind man.
yeah,
1 out of 10.
so 1 out of 10. Like I said, for consistency, I'm gonna give it a 5, but maybe a 6, maybe a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6 for consistency.
Bro, you know that John was a 5. I don't know why.
6 for
I
consistency.
nigga, hey,
Sprinkling
hey,
extra points.
Chris was consistent, bro. You got to give him credit for being at least. I can't sit here and say that when I listened to his album, I heard a song and I said, "Man, this shit garbage." Like if I would have did that,
But
then it would have been lower. But he
were
was
any of the songs, did you listen to any of the songs and it was like, oh, that shit fire? Like a consistent flat plateau.
the one with LMA was good.
Bro, consistently flat is not fucking. It
All
doesn't
right,
make
so you gave it a 5, possible 6 for the consistency.
out of
A
25
possible,
songs.
a strong
You know what I mean?
possible.
I'm gonna be honest. I listened to that. I listened to the album twice. You know what I mean? And it just to me, it was. I ain't gonna lie. Like the first, I want to say, until I got to the song with Wizkid, like those first like 5 songs just sounded the same. Like I mean, just on different beats. I mean, a lot of this album just sounded the same. Like I appreciate, Chris for trying to tap into different, sounds. But like, I mean, you gotta go with what worked for you, and I just don't feel like this joint worked. Like, I mean, it was too many features for me. Like a lot of these features just was out of place. Like I said, I did like the Kid track. You know what I mean? I like the Bryson Tiller John. I like the John with her, the John with Blast. You know what I mean? Those was good. You know what I mean? I feel like I like Survive the Night too. That was a fire song to me. Like,
So,
I mean,
so my question
go
to
ahead.
you
I like
is,
the John
you
with
said
Blessed
that
too.
he dipped into different sounds. Can you like elaborate what Zell meant by that, by different sounds? Because y'all both feel the same way, and for me, it sounded like a straight Chris Brown album. Like it sounded like this was his sound. I didn't really hear a multiple
You
different
just
sounds.
heard his voice.
What did I
You heard
miss?
his voice on his. Never mind.
No, like Chris Brown. He has versatility. I mean, he's very versatile, so he could tap into different sounds, and it's all. I mean, we seen him do a mixtape with Tiger, and the shit was good. We seen him do a mixtape with Young Thug, and the shit was good. Like, I mean, he could mix with different artists and create good music. I mean, it was like I don't. Some of these features, I feel like it didn't work. Not on Chris's part, it's on the featured artist part. Like I just feel like some of those features just didn't mesh. It didn't mesh like that. You know what I mean? Some of those songs I feel like Chris probably could have did it on his own and you know what I mean, not needed, whoever. Like, it's just I don't know. Some of the features to me just felt forced.
But
You know what I
my
mean?
question to you is,
Yeah.
was
That's
it
what I
different
mean, though.
sounds? Like what was the different
That's what I
sounds? Is my
mean.
question.
Like just like how he said that it sounded forced, like he was trying to tap into all these sounds, he's trying to use this feature for that. He wasn't doing it real good. It just still all sounded like Chris Brown, like just over everything. Like
Yeah.
Like now, when I say different sounds, I mean like the song with Lil Durk. That's a different kind of Chris Brown John. The song with Wizkid. That's a different kind of John. You know what I mean? That's just that's a different type of. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like he did good on some of those songs. Like, I like the joint with Wizkid. The joint with Dirk is okay. You know what I mean? But Chris Brown did. I'm not gonna say this album was bad, but I'm not gonna say this album was great either. You know what I mean, it's right in the middle. I mean,
Okay, so yeah, we all on the same agreements.
it's right in the middle.
What's your rate for it?
I mean, it's a solid 5.
5 out of 10. It's literally
Yeah,
we
yo,
got agreements.
it sounds.
it's a solid 5.
Not bad.
5 out of 10. And I gave it
Shout
a
out to my
chance.
nigga Gucci.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He did like, and I'm not all right. And the songs weren't like all bad. All right, I mean, I'm not like a fucking, I'm not crazy. Like the songs were, he had good songs on there. It was just like they felt really low hanging fruit. It just didn't really blow my mind. It just felt like, all right, is Chris Brown a genius? You know what I mean? Like it felt like that.
My thing is like I'm like, yo, Chris Brown, like I said, I expect more. You know what I mean? Chris Brown's so multi-talented, and for it to be 24 songs, I'm thinking that, yo, like I just heard interviews while I was listening to this album from Tank and other big artists that give him ridiculous like flowers and be like, yo, Chris Brown is like the dude that like nobody can compete with. If I go in the studio with him, like it's like I feel overshadowed. Like people who give him these big praises. So for somebody who is a musical genius, as people give him the praise for him to do 24 songs, I'm thinking, oh, he finna go crazy. He got stuff in the storage that he feeling like, you know what I mean? He about to bless us with, and it just sounded really depth tone, like it's the same shit
Like this the whole time.
the whole time, and I was like thrown back from that because I'm like, not Chris, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And like I expect more from Chris Brown. Like so it's like, and that's not. I don't think that's wrong of me to expect more from him. Like you know what I mean. I heard what he could do. Like you know what I mean. Like I'm just not sure if I didn't know that Chris Brown, or like if I didn't know Chris Brown already, if I didn't know Chris Brown was famous already, would this blow him up? Like would this?
Nah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
I
feel like it's not as fire as it should be.
I just think it's crazy that we giving Chris Brown a 5, but we giving, you know what I mean, other people like high numbers. Like
he had good albums.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I ain't gotta say no names.
Listen, that Future album was fire, man. You know what I mean? That Future album was fire.
Y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all gave fucking what's white boy entity name?
4.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
4.
Yeah, before because I remember.
Go check
Cameron,
the record.
I think Chris gave it a much higher number.
Yeah, I gave him a 6. I mean,
okay, so you giving him a 6 over?
Nah.
Chris.
No, Chris gave him a 4 at first, but then he graduated his score to a 5.5. Yes.
Okay.
Round it up to a 6.
Round it up to a 6. Okay, still higher than Chris.
He's going to listen to that album in like a couple months, and he can be like, "What was I talking about?" That shit was ass.
He said that shit was ass.
Now we gonna disrespect the white boy entity like that?
I'm just saying, bro. Like I'm just saying, y'all a little bit apologists for certain people. Is all I'm saying. Like Chris, it seemed like we giving Chris a harder time. Is all I'm saying.
Because I expect more from Chris Brown than I expect from.
So we
Jack
saying
Harlow.
because Chris Brown has set the bar so high that he can't do something mediocre. Is that what we saying?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Yes.
What?
We gonna give the white boy a chance. All right.
No, he didn't. He got a 4.
That's what it sounds like.
He literally got less than Chris Brown, and you complaining. Like,
no, he said he gave him a 5.5, but y'all consistently gave him Chris Brown a 5. So even then, he still is
Chris
above.
Is trolling. You know, Chris be trolling, bro. Don't do that.
Oh, now
listen, Jack Harlow got the solid 4. He got the 4. You know what I mean?
All right.
Daryl, what's going on with you, bro? You know what I mean? Thanks for tuning in. You know what I mean?
That's my favorite commenter. By the way, let me not say that Aisha is up in here. You know, she be tripping. But that's two of my favorite peoples.
Once y'all put y'all ratings up, there's no more switching them ever again.
So I can't go back and be like, all right, I was wrong.
Nah.
No, you can say it.
Nah. You could say it. Matter of fact, you could say that. You could say it. I was wrong, but we know. We all saw what happened. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, the consensus across the board. You know what I mean? The average score for the Chris Brown album right now is a 5. You know what I mean? On a scale of 1 to 10. So on a what it sound like scale, that the album is very lukewarm. You know what I mean? But you know.
Oh, we need to have that, bro. We need a what it sound like scale. That'd be
Yeah, I
Oh
nice.
just
yeah,
said that.
listen, we coming out with a what it sound like scale. We got the what it sound like rapper power rankings coming soon. Like it's we got some things in the works. Next album, you know what I mean, we're gonna switch to some rap. You know what I mean? The great Lupe Fiasco just dropped
Yes, sir.
drill music in Zion. You know what I mean?
Absolute fire.
You know, this is a ten song project. I mean, Lupe Fiasco just dropped last week on well, it was the 24th. So yeah, I mean, all right. So what's y'all thoughts on Lupe?
Oh shit.
Yo,
Over there.
That boy tried to conjure DMX back.
Yeah, he trying to get you.
Bro.
But
no, but yeah, what's y'all thoughts on it?
yeah, I hope you put some food in that man's bowl. He ain't playing.
No,
that sound like
I mean,
that sound like the dog from White Chicks.
they barking at people outside. I mean, like they can actually hear what they doing.
That's no dog. That's family. But yeah, for me, man, yo, Lupe definitely surprised me. I gotta. Are we going from a scale of 1 through 10?
Yeah, 1 through 10.
Yeah, man, it might be. It's damn near a 10 for me, bro. If anything, a 9, bro. Like I felt that great about this album. I was able to listen to it twice. I've listened to certain songs twice, like more than like not only did I listen to the whole album twice, but I also listened to certain songs like 1, 2, 3 times. I really felt like there was a lot of substance. There's a lot of messages in this song. There's a great melody. Like his flow was immaculate. It made me mad that we didn't put him in the lyrical tournament. So yeah, definitely either a 9 or a 10 for me. Maybe.
Nah, you gotta pick one, bro. None of that 9 or 10 malarkey.
So when I said 5, then I changed. I said maybe a 6. You didn't say nothing then, but then I got Lupe. You like nah.
None of that malarkey. You heard him. No malarkey.
Nah, I thought you said we all agreed that Chris Brown was a 5.
I mean, yeah, that was overall. I said maybe a 6, but I did say 5 too. So we all agree. We all agree.
What do we in?
I
Listen,
guess
we don't deal with malarkey around here.
I'm gonna give it a 9. Bro. I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9.
I mean,
Right.
it's high range.
All right.
9? Okay, I like it.
A 9 out of 10.
All right.
Damn good.
Lupe Fiasco.
All right, Zell, what you think about it, Zell?
Well,
Yeah, man. I thought this album was real good. Enjoyed myself listening to this album. Learned a little bit about Lupe in this album. I really appreciated the his features. What's her name? I'm not pulling the Lupe album up fast enough. My bad, guys.
Which one?
You talking about the first song?
Yeah. What's her name? Aisha Jocko. Naira.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a poet. She like a poet.
Yeah.
Like one. It was crazy. I love her feature.
Facts.
And these songs were just real good.
Fire.
I like Kiosk. I like
Kiosk.
what else?
Kiosk and I like Naomi.
I see. That's my problem. It's hard for me to remember the albums because I just listen through. Yeah, the song titles because I just listen through.
I got them. Which one you talking about? I got them up right now.
I'm looking at them now, but it's hard for me to remember the melodies and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So the ones with the poet, I like all 3 of those. Goldie,
Yep.
is that what? I like that, John. I like Kiosk. Did I like Naomi? I probably like Naomi too. I don't think I had.
I like Naomi.
It was like one song on here I wasn't a big fan of, but
What?
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is, bro. So
One of my favorites was Miss Mural, bro. That was so fire.
Miss Mural.
Yeah,
What was that one about? I forgot. What was that one about?
The one about basically like, you know what I mean, everything that's going on in the world, you know what I mean? Like the mural, you feel what I'm saying? It was pretty fire.
So what scale of 1 to 10, what you thinking?
My rating, get that joint a solid 8.
Solid 8. I like it.
Okay.
I wouldn't give it less than 8. If I gave it 7, I feel a little disingenuous. Maybe like 7.8. Maybe we could start doing
Come
like
on,
that.
nah, we not doing that. Remember, none of
It
that.
looks.
None of
It
them
will
hard.
look. No, it will look better if we write point something. You know what I mean? So if you did like 5.6, that'll work.
Oh,
No.
okay.
All right, so we got a 9 and we got an 8 for the Lupe album. You know what I mean? Which means it's real. It's real fuego. It's real fuego in that. What
It
it
really
sound like.
is.
So, you know what I mean? All right, so 10 songs. I listened to the album twice as I do always for the reviews, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, I put it. There's like 2 albums that I had for album of the year so far. Obviously, it was Kendrick. You know what I mean, and then it was Ransom's No Rest for the Wicked. That album is great. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. But this album right here, Lupe Fiasco
Right
just
here,
showed
nigga.
Lupe Fiasco just showed you why he's one of the best lyricists in
Oh
in
yeah,
rap. Period.
he better than Jay-Z off this
You know
joint.
what I mean? Well, listen, if this album had came out when we was doing the tournament,
Yeah,
before the tournament,
yeah,
I probably would have voted for Lupe. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But this joint was fire. Like I love the storytelling. I love the subject matter of it. You know what I mean, I love the concept of it. I mean, everything was fire. And then when you look into how he said he created this album, hold on, let me pull that up real fast.
He must have really loved the album, Zell. The fact that you said the Jay-Z comment, he didn't react. That says a lot.
No,
That,
no,
that
it was for real though. I wasn't
yeah,
even trolling. Like I was
yeah.
like, yo, this boy nice. I'm like, who did he lose to in the tournament? I'm like,
Listen,
Jesus.
he lost the whole man, the God MC. You know what I
Uh,
mean?
he would have.
Totally.
I had Lupe already winning, but y'all would have called it too.
It's a whole man. But I digress. You
Yeah,
know what I
let's
mean? Now he said, and Lupe, his own words from a tweet, he said, I wrote in parentheses, I actually
Albums y'all recommend. Okay,
bet we got you.
we
He
got
said,
you.
we'll have an album of the week
We
at
got
the
you.
end, but we'll definitely post a list of albums to recommend. But yeah, he tweeted, I wrote in parentheses, I actually didn't write it, more like spoke it and
Mm,
self recorded drill music in Zion from scratch over the course of 72 hours. Give or take
wow.
give or take some hours, only stopping to eat and sleep entirely on GarageBand with a $100 USB microphone in my living room.
Wow.
That's how he created this whole album.
Now, here's my question though. You think he capping, or is
Nah,
he is he
listen,
really is that facts? Because that's giving himself a
There's
lot
a
of praise,
little bit
bro.
of cap in
it,
there.
it, might,
I
it
feel
may
like
be
it
like
might.
a little salt based sprinkle or a cat.
Little
Yeah,
garnish of cap.
look. He put the album together in a touch of cat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Just
That's
a
good.
little, just a little,
Sprinkle of it.
but still, even with all that being said, I mean, the album sounds like a masterpiece, bro. Like, I mean,
Facts.
it's sound quality, just like I said, the subject matter and the storytelling of it. Like, I put it right up there with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I'm not saying it's better, but you can have a debate about, these 2 albums because this album was just that good. Like, I mean, I guess like Lupe did his thing on here. I loved some of the songs that I like. Uh, of course, the beginning, the poem in the beginning. I ran that back. That shit was deep. She touched the nigga's soul. You know what I mean, I ain't even hold it. You know what I mean, I like Precious Things, Kios, Miss
Woo.
Mural, Naomi was fire, and I like on Phone. You know what I mean, the last song. But it was. I liked every song on there, but those are the songs that stood out to me the most. I mean, this was
I
a
feel that.
solid album, and I'm gonna give it a 9. I mean,
Okay.
it don't get a 10 because it was only 10 songs. Two,
Wow.
three
Damn,
more
that's the
songs
only
on
reason.
there.
But it's a solid 10.
Yeah, if he had like 2, 3 more songs on there, I gave him the 10. But
See, I thought
right now, Kendrick the only 10 from me this year. You
I
know what I
thought that
mean?
the 10 was
So,
like the 10 songs. I felt like
but yeah, this was a solid album. Lupe did
that
his
was a good.
thing once again. You know what I mean? And
So
what we had 2 9s and an 8.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a 9.
You know what I mean, that's a yeah. We rounded up to a what it sound like scale. The average we gave it an 8.6 for this album. I mean that's the average. But you can round that up to a 9. I mean,
That's a
We
9
gonna
for
we
me.
gonna
It's a
start
9 in
getting
my
that.
book,
We
sure.
gonna start getting that down. All
So,
right.
real quick, quick question. So, from Zell, first of all, which is funny that we have different perspectives about what we hear, and but we all have the same ratings. You would think that we would have had this conversation before we aired today. Like, I just think it's funny that we all got the same rating for it. So it's funny.
Yo, all right, look. I'm a little bit disappointed in Chris Brown as a person. You know what I mean? And
Yikes! How we get here?
as like an artistic force in the world. Like so, it kind of like when I'm talking about Chris Brown, sometimes it comes off negative, but like I'm aware that Chris Brown makes good music. I'm not stupid.
I respect it. I mean, I'm on the same page. I mean, politically, there are some things I don't agree with. However,
I'm not even
musically,
not even always politically. Like
I'm
you know,
saying for me, I'm saying for me personally, politically, there's some things I don't agree with. However, you know what I mean? I would never take away from this man's genius or from, his accolades as an artist. You feel me? But besides the Chris Brown conversation, going back into the Lupe, I just want to ask, what do y'all feel like would have upped it to a 10? Like for him, it was how many tracks was put on the album. For me, it would have been about the features. Like if it was some fire features up in there, it would have been a 10. Like that's how fire it was to me. I feel like we would have had some more male rap artists, and I would have heard some a little competitive, rapping in them songs. I've been like, okay, it's a 10. But what would have made it a 10 for you, Zell?
look, if I got like skits or intro, outro, or vibes or interlude or something like that, I would have probably gave it a 9. I'm okay, but I was super okay with it being just 10 songs. Like, I thought that was a cohesive project. Didn't mess it up. I
Agree.
also glad that it didn't have all types of crazy features on there. I think that would have gotten in the way of it. I think he played this just how he was supposed to. I mean, look at you got a 9 from like pretty much all of us like putting our answers together. So I think he just did a good job. Maybe the next album he does, it will go up to a 10. You know what I mean?
Agree. Okay. We got one more.
you know what I mean. But yeah, it was a solid album. Like I said, I'm just greedy, man. I grew up on 20 plus 30 song albums and shit.
So
You know
did
what
Chris Brown.
I mean? So but I grew up on 30 plus 20 song albums with good music on it. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, don't do that.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Out of the 24 songs Breezy had on that joint, I was rocking with like maybe 10. You know what I mean? Like that's not a good ratio. You know what I mean? But we gonna get from another good album to an even better album in my opinion. You know what I mean? As Zell would say, you saved the best for last.
Yeah, best for
You
last.
know
He
what I
did say
mean?
that.
You know?
I would hope y'all not gonna rate this over what I think y'all gonna rate it, bro. 'Cause if y'all do
You know what I
that,
mean?
y'all
So we had the Harry Styles, Harry's House came out came out in May. You know what I mean? 13 songs. So how we
Let
feeling
Craig,
about
let Craig go first again. You know what I mean?
how we feeling about Harry Styles, man? Let's get into it.
So this is like my first real like introduction into like Harry Styles. Like again, kind of like the X situation where you hear the person's music, but you're not familiar with the person. So this is like the first time making the connecting the face with the music, and yeah, the music, the album was good. The whole quote of saving the best for last, I definitely don't agree. Like I definitely am not gonna put it at a
Wow.
10 when Lupe is at a 9. That's not gonna happen. So
Wow.
I feel like the songs were good. Again, same thing for Chris Brown. It was consistent. Um, but again, it again like it was very similar. Same thing with Chris Brown. It was pretty much throughout the whole thing was a same sound. Now, don't get me wrong. At least with this sound,
Huh?
what's up? You got something? What? Go ahead. This what you like to do. Go ahead, interject. Go ahead.
Who me?
Yeah. You go ahead.
Yeah.
You got word vomit. Go ahead.
No, I mean, I didn't have nothing to say.
No, you said. Go ahead. Beat, beat, beat.
All
Go
the
ahead.
songs sound the same though. I just didn't feel that. I didn't feel
Okay.
that.
You want to elaborate more?
I just don't think the songs all sounded the same.
Is that it?
Yeah, I disagree with that too. But you know, what was your rating? I mean, what you give it?
Okay. Y'all ain't got nothing else y'all want to say?
You know, I want you to continue on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I just want to make
What's
sure
your-
because when I go, it seems a lot of opinions. So I just want to
no,
hear.
I want you to
Okay.
continue with your review. You know?
Oh, okay. Y'all sure? All
Yeah.
right. All right. So, like I said, like it sounded very much so like the same. It sounded kind of disco-ish to me. But yeah, like I said, it was a good album. Like the same thing I said with Chris Brown. Like even though I gave it a 5, a 6 possible. Like I said, it was a consistent sound. Same thing with Harry Styles. I feel like it was consistent. Um, but again, not over the Lupe album. So as far as like good songs, I'm gonna give it a 7.5. 7.5. Because I can re-listen to this album and I did, and it's a fun upbeat, but it just wasn't. It wasn't hard. It wasn't groundbreaking for me, and I feel like Lupe was. I feel like that album is one of them. That's honestly one of those albums that I would get on vinyl the same way I did for Kendrick Lamar. Like that's one of those albums I would get on vinyl.
I mean, I was familiar with Harry Styles, but I wasn't like too like it wasn't like yo Harry, I gotta listen to this Harry Styles song. Like I
no,
mean, if I heard a John, I'm like, all right, yeah, this, I fucks with it. But I never took the time to say, you know what, let me really listen to Harry Styles music. You know what I mean?
yeah, nah. Me personally, I didn't know much about him at all. I thought he was somebody's boyfriend in like music or something like that. I don't know. But no, they told me that after like listening to this album, they told me that he was in One Direction and he uh started on X Factor or something like that, and they put him with One Direction, and then One Direction broke up, so he's back doing his own thing again. And yeah, so I don't know. This was my introduction into the Harry Styles guy, and he makes real good music. Shout out to Harry Styles. I like his sound. It was real creative. Uh, yeah, good pop album. I mean, I was never a pop listener, but I'm aware of what good music sounds like. This was good music. He had a couple ballads in there. He had different sounds, like so he was doing the R&B thing and he did the upbeat thing. He did a good job on the album. I think it was a whole good, like when I first listened to it, the first like 2 songs, like it kind of missed me. But then after that, I'm like, all right, these this is good music. All right, I get it.
So what, 1 to 10,
Wait,
what
Greg,
you got?
Greg, are you raising your hand?
Yeah, I got a question because
Oh,
I don't interrupt, like what I mean. I don't just barge in, and what I'm saying when I hear something wild, I try to be respectful.
shame.
Yeah. uh, yes, I'm gonna stop trying though. So with the Harry Styles album, my only thing is, and I'm sure you might disagree. How did you feel about the lyrics though? Because I felt like they were nice poppy songs, but I felt like there was a lack of lyrics. I feel like it was very heavy on the beat more than it was on the lyrical substance. So like, do you feel like there was a lot of lyrics involved, or am I tripping?
Oh yeah, no, I don't well maybe I can appreciate like I'm of the belief that like, you know what I mean, just because there's people who you doesn't don't have like the vocabulary you have or whatever, that you can't like learn from them. So like I'm always like open to like simpler lyrics and people just expressing themselves, and he just did a good job at like expressing himself. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
that's
and
fair.
yeah, I mean, I was listening to a pop album, so I wasn't really listening, I guess, for lyricism. You're right. That might be a blind spot because when I'm listening to pop songs or rock songs, I'm like trying to take what they're giving me. You know what I mean? So I can understand the artist or the art. So yeah, but no, I don't think his lyrics were like too like stupid that you know what I mean, didn't get nothing out of them. I like the songs. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm not saying like, oh, like he needed to say something crazy or like, oh, like, yo, like he just said so many things that touched my heart. But I'm just saying like I said, it was heavy on like the sound, like you know how you get into rave music, you know what I mean, where it's that consistent sound that gets people going, but there's no lyrics to it. It's just a beat that gets, you know, that you're excited about. And I felt like with Harry Styles, like, yeah, he just repeated the same lyrics without actually giving me a whole verse, you know, without giving me any like.
Oh yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. So that's why it, you know what I
well,
mean?
that's like
I'm not
Kanye.
saying it fell flat, but it's like for me to give you a high rating, like you said, save the best for last. I'm like, how can you say the
Yeah,
best for
bro.
last without
It was the
without
most.
lyrics?
It was like the most musical album. Like on the scale, like if you put them all in their separate fields, like if you put Lupe in the hip hop field, and you put
Okay.
Chris Brown in his field, and you put Harry Styles in his field, like I think that
Okay.
Harry Styles like shined the best in like in his lane.
In his
Yeah,
respective.
I think he
Okay.
did. I think he did his thing. Probably, and it's like the shock value. I never expected to listen to a Harry Styles album, and I did, and I'm like, wow, it's actually good because I went into it halfway hating, like, what is this I'm listening to? But then it's like, oh, this some shit. So you know what I
Okay.
mean?
I
And yeah,
respect it.
for the verses part, I don't really. There's a lot of songs, like there's a lot of music, like in pop, rock, all types of things that don't have like verses and don't have like a lot to them. A lot of songs are just like those songs. Like they have that hook and then they have that bridge and then they have like the
Exactly.
instruments behind it. And
Exactly.
depending on how you alter your voice and depending on the voice, you can make a beautiful song. And you
Okay.
know what I mean? Like, so
Okay.
I'm just always aware of that.
So where do you rate it?
I rate this Harry Styles album. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Okay. I
Give
said
it
seven
Harry,
and a half. That's not way
yeah,
off.
I'm giving a Harry Styles album an 8.
8. I
Yeah,
like it.
I really like it a lot, man.
I mean, okay, so we got two
Wait,
solid.
we doing the points now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did a seven and a half, and you said
Hold
8.
on. I'm gonna give it that.
Nah, come on, don't do that.
I'm gonna give it. It's still my go. Hollywood didn't even go yet. I'm gonna get that John. What? 8.8.
Oh, now you
8.8.
going.
8.8. I got
Yo,
you.
he drawn.
Yo, if I go back,
That's
I would
crazy.
give Lupe an 8.5 if I go back.
I mean, you know.
But I
All
can't.
right, so Harry's house. You know what I mean? I was like I said, this was my like I heard Harry Styles songs before, but I never said, you know what? Let me just listen to a whole album of Harry Styles. I mean, you know, so I was like, you know what? I gave this out as the album of the week not too long ago, like probably a couple of weeks ago. And then we decided to do the review. So I had already listened to it then and I was like thoroughly impressed. And I listened to it again today and I still got the same feeling. I mean, I feel like it's heavy replay value on this album. I mean,
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I love the sound. I mean, I love the whole direction of it. I mean, it was just real to me, just real artistic. I mean, real vibrant. I mean,
Definitely.
real vibrant. I mean, he had a lot. He had a lot on it. You know, I loved. I know Zell said he wasn't the first two kind of got him, but late night talking, I like that. I mean, that was probably probably my favorite song. I mean, I like
You want
late
to know
night.
something? Oh, my bad, yo. Something that I thought about that I said that remember I told you when I first listened to it, I was kind of hating. That's probably what that was. I was probably just hating in the beginning.
Definitely. You had to. It was biased ears at first. I feel you. You know what I mean? But yeah, late night talking, I like that. Cinemas, I love cinema.
Yeah, cinema shit
You know what I mean? As it was is fire. You
as
know
it
what I mean?
was.
You know, I like daydreaming and loving my life. I mean, so this is a very, very good album. If you haven't heard it, you should go listen to it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll like it. You know, this album was fire to me, and on the scale, you know, the what it sound like scale, I'm gonna give it a solid 9. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
high
gonna
as
give it
hell.
a solid. I'm gonna give it a solid 9. You know what I mean, I liked what I heard. It wasn't like I said, it's heavy replay value. I can go back and listen to this whole album straight through with no problem. I mean, it's that
Hey,
good.
real shit. All right. Say no more. Maybe I gotta tap into the rest of the album more because I listened to it, I downloaded like my favorites, you know what I mean? And I kept those on repeat, but maybe I gotta go back. Um,
Wow.
I mean, so we had an 8.8 a 7.5, and a 9. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's basically 8, 9, 9. Another one. You know, it's another 8.5 on a 8.5, 8.6 on a what it sound like scale. You know what I mean? You know, so
Yeah,
it's a solid album. You know what I mean? It was better than the Chris Brown John. You know what I
definitely.
mean? And it was right up there with Lupe, so it was Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I think it's crazy to compare those albums to say that it's on Lupe's level, but all right.
Well, they were bodies of work. We can't compare the lyricism, but we can compare them as like a body of work, though. And
I understand what you said, like from their own respective field. I hear what you're saying. I got you.
Okay, so do we have any bars for the Who Said That segment?
Wow.
bars for the Who Said That segment.
Why
Yeah, I
did
got that. I got that.
you got
Joint.
that? Okay, because I had it and I forgot to write it down,
So
bro.
I just want to try something real quick. Ooh, look, yo, look what I got on the bottom, y'all. Harry's house review, and then we can put our Jones down there. You feel me? Just leveled up real quick. All right, so for my lyrics, what I got, yo, how many bars am I doing?
Just
I mean, yeah, it could be like
five, right?
I say 4 to 6 at the
Yeah.
most.
Oh, man, I need 8 bars.
All right, go 8 bars.
Yeah, the whole
All
eight.
right. Yeah, all right, yeah, it's like I mean, it's a,
I got the next one.
all right. This joint because the artist goes because I'm a motherfucking narcissist. Tripping you catch a clip, bitching you not equipped with that. Pussy boy, don't be talking shit, or you can meet this AK-47 that got kicked back. Because I'm a motherfucking Martian in the heart of a mosh pit. Put that boy in the coffin because of the way that he talking. Pussy boy, don't be gawking. I don't do no barking. I'ma let this shit rip, leave his ass in parking.
Is that Lil Wayne?
No, not Lil Wayne, but that's crazy because I was like, when I read these bars, I was like, they probably gonna think this Lil Wayne.
Of course. Okay. Martian, Lynn Assassin, Artin. Okay, it's not T.I. Artin. Is it East Coast?
It is.
Is it?
No, that's not East Coast.
I think I know who it is.
Who is it?
So say that you said put that boy in the coffin because the way that he's talking.
Yeah,
That gotta be my nigga X.
that's XXX Tentacion. Yeah. Let's go.
So I feel like we all got one. I got the first one. I think Zell, you got the second, and then Chris, you just got this one,
I don't
right?
think I got one. No, I don't think.
Yeah, you got the last one because I didn't get the last one.
But yeah, yo, good. That's Who Said That.
That's X.
That's kind of the South. Florida is kind of the South.
What song was
That's
that?
the South. That's
Yeah, that's the
Florida.
South.
What song was that?
That song. Oh my bad. That's XX
Floor 555, right?
Yeah,
555
is the song.
Right. Like I knew it. As soon as I heard the coffin, the way I'm like, I heard that.
Yeah, but he was screaming it though. It was screaming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you told me a little bit ago you don't like heavy metal, so I'm like I'm gonna hit him with.
You know what I mean? But
Type
listen, X is my exception.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
she said
He's the
Tyler
exception.
Creator. Nah, not Tyler.
Oh no, you off. Yeah, but you.
That's kind of close.
Listen, we'll have some Tyler bars one day in this show.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be in the next lyricist tournament, right?
Definitely.
Yes.
But all right, before we get out of here, we got an album of the week, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. Before we get to the album of the week, do we want to do who had the best verse or?
Oh, we'll miss the rain table, so it's up to you.
You know what I mean? Fuck it, we'll get to that next episode. You know what I mean? We're gonna do who had the best verse for One Train. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, let's who all was on that song once again. We had ASAP Rocky,
Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, Action Bronson, Danny Brown, Big Crit,
Yellow Wolf,
Tron.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Fuck your career, bitch. I was born here.
Listen, we gonna get into it next week. I'm gonna let y'all know why Crit had the best verse.
Yeah, that's why I said. That's why I
You know what I
said
mean?
he's
You
wrong.
sure? Crit not better than Danny Brown. Why you
And come on, bro,
Yeah.
don't stop. And we will be having, our first, woman panelist on this thing with us. You know what I mean? We're gonna have you know, some feminine energy in the what it sound like space.
shorties.
You know what I mean? Shout out to TLC, baby. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get into this album of the week. Zo, what you got for us?
Album of the week. You know what I mean? My boy Massacre 438. You know what I mean? It's modern dance hall. Like dance hall has been a part of hip hop for since the beginning, since it started. You know what I mean? Doesn't get his flowers enough. This is a real good intro into some dance hall period. You know what I mean? Accent not too thick on too many of the songs. You know what I mean? You guys could, you know what I mean, tap in. And if not, you can always just press, you know what I mean, the lyrics button. I don't know if y'all got Apple or Spotify or something like that. But it's real good music, even still, even if you know what I mean, you don't catch every bar, every lyric, it's still good music. So yeah, shout out to Massacre. He's real well known in dance hall, Jamaica, in the islands. So, y'all tap in.
I'm definitely gonna tap in. You know what I mean? I will be listening to it.
Hey, I got a quick question for y'all before we tap out. This might be sound weird to y'all, but I had a small mini debate with somebody over white boy entity conversation. Who do y'all think is a better artist between Jesse McCartney and Nick Jonas?
Jesse McCartney and Nick Jonas. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna disrespect Jesse McCartney like that. You know what I mean?
That's what I said, but apparently Nick Jonas is out to him in every way. That's what I was told.
Listen, I fucks with Nick Jonas, but we not gonna be disrespectful. Like
Nick Jonas is better than Jesse McCartney.
See?
He is. I just
or Jesse McCartney.
I just did it in my head.
No, he said Nick Jonas.
It
That's
is.
what I'm saying. But me and Chris said
That's the right
you
answer.
feel me? Jesse McCartney, but you feel me? That's crazy. I didn't know that it was debatable.
Listen,
Yo,
we could get into the white boy entity
Nick
debate.
Jonas had way more competition. And
He had way more.
Yeah.
We gonna get into it. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about these white boy entities. You know what I mean?
Now I'm saying like there's more white boy entities another day. You know what
I mean, but yeah, it's what it sound like podcast, man. Let's sign off, man. Let the people know where they can find y'all, man.
Hey man, it's your boy the comment, KHAN_man down 510. That's the debate. Catch me on Universal Debates. That's my IG. Catch me on the round table. Catch me on virtual slapbox. And don't forget, always catch me on the What It Sound Like podcast.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's your boy Hollywood Sensei, man. Sensei of the Blurred Cartel. CEO status, What It Sound Like podcast. We are everywhere. You know what I mean? New episode will be on your audio platforms tomorrow. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go check that out. We will be at BlurredCon this weekend. So, I mean, if you see the game, come fuck with us. You know what I mean? Got some questions to ask you. And, like I said, follow us everywhere. We got a link tree up. I mean, I'll post it everywhere we at. I mean, we got a link tree for What It Sound Like and for Blurred Cartel. So if you fuck with the movement, come through, give us a like and a follow on every platform we on. Let's go.